Saito Hajime has a lot of stuff going for him that just is kind of dumb. Like having a huge multiplier on his super art, being able to reach all the way up to 460,000% on that bad boy. Granted, you can only do this one time per wave, but let's be honest here, what's going to survive a 460k multiplier in most situations? He's very self-sufficient thanks to that same passive that's buffing up his super art, because every time he gets on a new wave, he's able to give himself 100 art gauge with his skill. He's also a bit of an art shitter. He's able to give everybody 30 arts on his true art and also reduce the enemy's physical res. And if this wasn't enough, ladies and gentlemen, he has the ratio passive, but his is based on attack and defense and not only attack. Now, just having a high multiplier is really good, as we've seen in the past with stuff like Cyber Zero. However, just having a high multiplier isn't enough to like warrant, oh, you know, this is absolutely insane, must summon him instantly. The thing that warrants this is 150% damage res down onto the enemy, as long as you're not in the status effect, which, by the way, damage res down is a multiplicative debuff, meaning that you hit really hard. You're going to be seeing him one-shot bosses. You're going to be seeing him be able to just hard carry as the main DPS in a lot of harder fights, just because this man does not care. And if you're on a boss wave and his buff does fall off where, you know, you use your super art once, but now it's just the 230k multiplier, that's still not bad. Provided that you have some type of defense ignore or crit on the team, he'll be perfectly fine. I mean, he's a dark unit. Throw freaking Shadow on the team with him. Now he's getting passive art gauge thanks to Shadow, plus physical res down, and Shadow has the defense ignore covered, right? If you ever use someone like Uzu whenever he first came out, we all know Uzu allowed you to do some stuff in the game that probably shouldn't have been allowed. Saito Hajime is going to be the same way. There's going to be a lot of stuff in this game that you don't think you should be able to do, but you're able to do because Saito Hajime is on the team. And the fact that he has that added benefit of being an arch shinner means that he's not only just this raw DPS character, he can arch shin for your team. Oh, even if you're not interested in summoning at all for this crossover, or even for Saito Hajime, I will say you better get his true weapon. His true weapon is True Owen, but for dark units, which means it's also the best in slot for him because he's going to be hitting so, oh my god, dude, he's going to do so much freaking damage, man. So with all this being said, Saito Hajime is going to be a incredible ally to have when it comes to multiple pieces of content in this game. I did say Kenshin for a while was the best unit from this crossover, but I think Hajime is a bit better. I think he's actually the best unit from this crossover now. Next, let's talk about Shishio Makoto. Makoto's whole gimmick is being able to arch shin for all fire allies as long as he's on the team. If he's the leader, he gives more arc gauge. Another thing that's really important about him is that he wants to burn himself and he wants to be on low HP. The lower HP he's on, the more damage he does, and if he's burning, he also increases his damage even more. Not only does he want to be burning, he does want the enemy to have some type of status effect on them, whether that be burn, poison, disease, something like that. As long as that is on them, he's going to be able to give a DR buff to his team that is a 30% DR buff. He also does have 150% damage res down as well on that true art, and the true art is relatively fast, so it's going to be pretty solid at nuking. And if you're worried about not being able to burn yourself, he has that covered as well, because his super art is able to inflict his own self with burn if he's below 50% HP, and you're going to be buffing up fire allies damage by 200% and 100% chance to burn the enemy as well. There's a few characters that can really go well with this guy, right? One character that I'm thinking of instantly is Shizu. Shizu likes burning enemies, likes providing a huge burn res down. Of course, Makoto's thing isn't just about burning though. You can also use him with other characters that are able to inflict a disease or whatever else. So you're going to be able to get a bit of use out of him there, or maybe you even have a fusion equip from Grand Crusade to be able to utilize that 30% DR buff. The worst part about Makoto is he's a fire character, which some of you may be like, OP, how is that bad? It's because fire is freaking stacked, man. There's so many good characters for fire. It's like, how do you throw this man on the team? You have Summer Iris, Valentine's Day Priscilla, and Sunraku. These three are damn near irreplaceable. The only time you take Sunraku off is whenever you need a breaker and you use Chloe. And even then, you probably don't take them off all the time. And with the last crossover being Tensura, Shizu was added to this mono fire setup, which made it even stronger. You also have units like Summer Miyu, Delta, Demiurge. Granted, make sure you have Valentine's Day Priscilla and Summer Iris on the same team to be able to make Demiurge look crazy. But if you have them on the team, Demiurge is an option. Even Oi's fantastic if you're fighting a boss that has high evasion. There's so many good characters that can be put onto this mono fire team. It may be hard to just see Makoto being here 24/7 or how he'll even fit in. Now moving on to the verdict. Should you summon on this banner or should you not? You guys should already know this banner is a summon. I don't really see a single reason why you would skip out on Hajime. Hajime is going to be such a good unit for anyone to have. It's one of those characters that I would say is generational. I don't think Saito Hajime is going to be like at the very top of everyone's tier list, but he's definitely going to be like above the rest of the pack. The worst part about this banner is if you are a new player and you summon on it and you get Makoto, Makoto can still work for you, but it just sucks because he is more of a mono character. Now this would be the end of the video. However, GS decided to surprise me at the very last minute and drop this banner. This banner is going to be featuring Jay, War God Finn, and Star God Lisa. I'll just tell you right now, if you're a brand new player or even if you've been playing the game for a while, and if you're missing any of these guys, this banner has insane value. To be honest, if you're a brand new player and you're re-rolling right now, literally Saito Hajime and any of these three characters is such a godly re-roll. And of course, even if you're not a new player and you've been playing the game for a while, amazing banner to roll on right here, right? So if you got the extra crystals, or if you're wanting to pick up Jay, War God Finn, Star God Lisa, highly recommend you summon on this banner. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. Tell me down below if you're going to be summoning on either of these banners, or are you skipping both? Tell me the entire plan down below in the comment section. As for me, I'm going to be summoning on just the Kenshin banner. If this second banner had BF Emperor, we would be in trouble, boys. By the way, we are going to be streaming the summons for this tomorrow. It's going to be bright and early, probably around 11 a.m. We're going to be having the summons, so stay tuned to the channel for that if you want to see it. Wish all you guys the best of luck in your summons, though, and before you all leave, don't forget to drink water.